Fraserburgh is one of the largest fishing ports in Europe. It has a very busy harbour with some of the most impressive vessels you will ever see. In fact, it can claim to be the shellfish capital of Europe thanks to landings of nephrops, also known as linguistine, scampi, Dublin Bay prawns and many other names. I arrive at 7 AM on a morning in early February and the harbour is packed with vessels, ranging from the very small to the simply huge. I have to walk around before heading to the fish market for the early sale. Due to poor weather, the market is small with only around 180 boxes, but it's still an impressive sight with some of the best fish and seafood you will ever see being auctioned off. Large numbers of ultra-valuable monkfish sit next to boxes full of colourful red gurnard. These are often made into stews in Europe. Large halibut will probably make their way to big hotels or cruise ships as they tend to be sold whole, and few restaurants need such large and valuable fish. There are also a few boxes of squid and unusually one box of langoustine tails. Langoustine are normally sold well before they reach port. Many will travel alive to the continent, to expensive restaurants and markets across Europe. Some will be processed into scampi. I always find it sad that many of these wonderful fish are not readily available locally. However, things are improving. 2 seafood restaurants have recently opened in Fraserburgh, and many of the fish processors will sell direct via pre-order. In fact, due to the pandemic, it was possible to order fish from one of the boats while it was actually still at sea and collect it from the quayside. Once the busy selling has been done, forklifts move in, taking the catch to waiting lorries. The haul is cleared in about 20 minutes, an impressive feeding frenzy indeed. Once the market is over, I head south to 3 medium-sized trawlers that tower over you while sparks fly and repairs are being done. On the other side of the street is Buchan, Hall and Mitchell ship painters, with a wall thick with brightly coloured paint that has been used for cleaning brushes for seemingly generations. In the harbour, a West Coast ferry is awaiting to go into dry dock. If you do not come from this area, it's hard to believe how full the harbour is. The biggest boats are large pelagics. These are 20 million plus vessels with state-of-the-art technology that sit in port for maybe 40 weeks of the year, but make the most of a 12-week fishing season. Their catch is often sold in a large auction while at sea, and the vessel sails to the running processor to be unloaded. At the other end of the scale are the creelers, small boats catching crab, lobster and linecoat mackerel. This is dangerous work, but demand for berths in Fraserburgh is high, with a long waiting list for new boats. Lack of space is a major issue at Fraserburgh. Indeed, there are plans to more than double the size of the harbour, allowing a wider range of vessels and better dry dock facilities. As I leave, a major blizzard blows in. However, the future looks bright for this harbour.